There's an old saying, once a baker, always a baker. It gets into your system and it's very difficult to get out. We came into Port Adelaide in 1958. I was single when we came here. I was married in 1962. It would be the best decision I ever made, that's for sure. We're still married after 50 odd years, and now looking forward to a little bit of retirement. I used to go over the old Jervois Bridge. The trains, I think train and trolley cart, would go across it, and then the whole thing would turn so that the ships could go either side of the turning point.
I'm sure I'll give you plenty of water.
Okay, love, anything else?
My wife does all the bookwork. One son's a very good baker. The other son's a manager. Yeah, it's a family affair business. Definitely family. And I'd like a family to buy it. I think there's a big future here for a family.
Taking over Mayfair, it's such a well-established, loved local business. It's got 130 years of history behind it.
I hear you're retired. Huh? I hear you're retired. Do you know, I'm a baker myself.
Oh yeah?
I was a baker back in Ireland.
It's hard work.
It is.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
I'll get yourself something.
Would you believe I'm gluten intolerant now?
Huh?
I'm gluten intolerant now.
You're what?
He's good. He's good. So when do the new owners take over Monday? Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers. Can I have someone in here? When we bought this place, it still is 3-storey. The very poor people lived down the bottom with no fresh air, or very little fresh air.
This is an old meat locker that they would have used originally in the day to store the meats they would use for their pies and etc. So now it's used to hold the generators that are sitting upstairs. The bakers used to live in the basement down here, then come up to work. We have an original Mayfair box that they would have transported their baked goods in. So this box is probably as old as the building.
The middle class people lived in the level that we're in now, and the very wealthy lived up the top story where they got plenty of fresh air, could go out in the balcony, wave at the trams going past, or trains.
Barry was an engineer. He fixed everything himself. He made things. He just did whatever it takes to keep the machine going. He looked after his machines. Like a lot of bakeries, Barry took meticulous care of what he had, and that's why it's lasted so long, because he cared about it. These machines actually have a clutch, so it's like driving a car. So if you don't know manual, come bake, and it's a good opportunity to learn. So we'll fire it up. It's a pretty heavy duty machine. So clutch it, starts going. These machines are run by gears, so not belts. Unlike the new machines with the belts, they wear over about 5 years. So this machine's solid iron and cast. It weighs about 2 tonne, so there's no way in hell I'm moving it.
Port Adelaide has to reinvent itself. I totally agree with that. This is the city of Port Adelaide, and it used to be a city. It did really. But over the years, due to shopping centres, it has gone backwards from being a city to just another suburb, which is very, very sad.
Is it a bit of a risk to come to a new area and an area that's in transition?
Well, I feel like any move with business is a risk, but it also builds the element of enthusiasm and excitement, which I feel is the best element to have in a new business, because you get excited, your customers get excited, and then when they get excited, they get everyone else excited. So in return, I think being on the adrenaline rush is the crucial part of beginning something.
When are you planning to be open?
Tuesday.
Sorry?
Tuesday.
Strip shopping one day will become, the crucial thing again. Hopefully. And what I do know is that Coles and Woolworths want just about 99 cents of every dollar spent by the public. Instead of going to the greengrocer, the butcher and the baker and wherever else, they do all of their shopping in one centre. Jump in the cars and go home. This will hurt everybody.
Use pen pad to complete transaction.
We came down here and just fell in love with the architecture, the streets, the buildings, everything. 10 years ago, a cappuccino had a mountain of froth on it. Now it's a silky cream layer, with patterns, etc., with the chocolate on top. Same as going with food. People have lifted their standards. It's not about dousing something in coconut anymore. It's about the fresh fruit, mixing textures with flavours, especially the freshness and the organicness of things.
This is what I feel like I'm meant to do more than anything. It means more to me than anything. It's a movement of people that want better things. They're the ones that are coming together and succeeding.
Port Adelaide is going to become the art centre of South Australia.
I think if you strongly believe what you do is good and you love what you do and you like what you do, chances are there are similar-minded people